You know that feeling when you're trying to remember a word. It's on the tip of your tongue, and the harder you push, the more it retreats. So you let it go. You relax. You think about something else, and bam, it floats right into your awareness, perfectly formed. That's your intuition. It's not something you force. It's something you allow. And the key that unlocks it is the very thing you've been taught to fear. Think of a mountain lake after a storm. The water's all churned up, muddy. You can't see a thing beneath the surface. That's your mind in a state of fear and control, constantly throwing rocks into the water, trying to predict the ripples. Uncertainty, confusion, the unknown. That's not the storm. It's the settling. It's the moment you stop throwing rocks. You stop trying to see the bottom, and you just let the sediment settle. And as it settles, the water becomes clear, and suddenly you can see everything. The hidden logs, the ancient stones, the fish gliding in the depths. That clarity, that's your intuition coming online. The chaos wasn't the enemy of clarity. It was the necessary prelude. The confusion was just the algorithm before the reveal. The conscious mind, it's a stubborn donkey. If you tell it, don't worry, it worries more. So you have to trick it. You have to give it a job that serves you. The most powerful tool you can ever own is a simple, playful question. A question your unconscious mind already knows how to answer. Just like it already knows how to beat your heart. And that question is, how can it get even better than this? Let's break it down. You're stuck in traffic. The old you clenches the wheel, predicts you'll be late. Your day is ruined. It's a catastrophe. You're throwing rocks in the lake. The new you, the one we're building right now, just notices the tension and asks quietly, almost as a joke, how can it get even better than this? You're not asking for a miracle. You're not demanding the traffic vanish. You're issuing a command to your brain's reticular activating system, the part that acts as a filter for your reality. You're telling it, stop scanning for threats, start scanning for opportunities. And your brain, like a good soldier, obeys. Maybe you notice a podcast you've been meaning to listen to. Click. Suddenly, this wasted time becomes valuable learning time. Maybe you notice the way the light hits in the building in a way you've never seen before. A moment of beauty. Maybe you get a moment of pure clarity about a problem you've been stuck on. The traffic didn't change. You changed. You stopped fighting the current and started looking for the flow. And in doing so, you activated your intuition. You allowed a better reality to find you. So let's extrapolate. Let's chunk this up to the big picture of your life. You stay in the tower, clutching the clipboard. Life becomes a series of threats to be managed. Every unexpected event is a system failure. Your intuition, that deep, clear lake, gets silted over with the mud of constant anxiety. You become brittle. A strong wind, a job, a loss, a heartbreak, a simple change of plans, and you snap, because you spent all your energy fighting the river. You never learned to swim. The karma of control is exhaustion, irrelevance, and a life that feels like a constant losing battle. but you embrace the uncertainty as your training ground. Every rapid, every unknown bend is not a threat, but a question. How will this reveal more of me? Your intuition becomes your compass. You learn to read the water. You develop a kind of effortless grace. People are drawn to you because you have a calmness they can't explain. Opportunities find you because you're not desperately chasing them. You're flowing with a current that naturally carries you toward them. The karma of surrender is strength, resilience, and a life that feels like a goddamn epic adventure. And now, for the part your conscious mind can just listen to, while your unconscious does the real work. Your mind already knows how to settle, like that lake. You don't have to do anything to make the sediment settle. You just have to stop stirring the water. And you can notice a wonderful thing, that every time in your past, when you felt that fear, that confusion, that was always the signal, the precursor to a new capability about to be born. Just like the pressure before the diamond, the fire before the steel is tempered. And that question, how can it get even better than this, is like a key. You've always had it in your pocket. And you can discover now how easily it turns, how naturally the lock begins to click open, revealing a door to a version of you that's already calm, already capable, already trusting the current. A you that doesn't need to know what's around the bend, because you know, with a deep cellular faith, that whatever it is, it'll be another part of the magnificent, unending, and always improving story of who you are and who you're becoming. And that knowing can integrate now at a level beyond thought as your new default setting, your new operating system online now.